What's up, jerks? I'm Eat Dirt Fart Dust, and these are my Bioceramic MoonSwatches. I have a Jupiter, I have a Venus. They are both legitimate and real, cheap plastic swatches. I overpaid for this one from a scalper through StockX. I bought this one in Vegas, and I really wanted a Pluto, couldn't get it, wasn't gonna pay the markup, so I bought a knockoff from AliExpress, and I'm gonna unbox it for you. I paid a little over $58 for it, and it took a hair over 2 weeks to show up. So I got the Pluto. That's the watch I wanted from the get-go, and I couldn't get, so I figured, screw it, I'll buy the one I want, and then if I like it, maybe I'll buy some more, or if they become available to get a genuine one, I'll do that. They threw in a swatch bag. This looks like the bag that they gave me when I bought the others, only wadded up, so it's kind of useless. Cool, great. And then here's the watch. This looks pretty good so far. The quality of this box feels pretty much the same as the genuine ones I bought. I pulled out the box that my Jupiter came in, and they are obviously different. So the genuine box is textured. The cardboard material feels about the same thickness, but this is just smooth, has no texture to it at all. You can see how the light bounces against it. The genuine is on the left, the fake is on the right. Again, textured on the genuine and just smooth on the fake one. The logo, you can see, is thicker. This outline's thicker. Looks like the spacing in these corners is a lot closer together. When I open the knockoff, it has this bubble wrap in it, which did not come on the genuine ones, which is fine. That's sideways. Let's see. This little booklet is in plastic wrap. The original was not. Let's see. It came with not much to talk about with the booklets. Obviously, just differences in the printing coloration. The fake one's on the bottom. It's a little more dull. If they weren't side by side, you probably wouldn't know the difference, except the coloring on the new Neptune is kind of a giveaway. The warranty card looks pretty good, a little darker. You can see they tried. It says I bought it in Domingos. They even came with a swatch letterhead invoice to try to make it look like I bought it in an actual swatch store. They put Mission to Venus on the receipt, even though it's a Pluto. So a lot of good that would do if I was dumb enough to try to fool a Swatch employee. Now onto the watch. This little cardboard roll they have it on is flattened. I'll speak about the band first. I hated the band that came with the real MoonSwatches. It was too rigid and uncomfortable. This actually has a nicer band. The material feels softer, cheaper really. I don't imagine it would be as rugged, but it is more comfortable. I'm still gonna switch it out, but these things are very different. The fake one is much thicker, like 30% thicker. The plastic swatch feels, of course, plastic, warm plastic, screen's plastic. I don't know if you can see, but I probably already got it all scratched to hell. Took it hiking through Utah. You can see the little S there in the center of the dial. That's etched into the glass, or the plastic, if you will. That's etched into the screen. That little S is one way of telling genuine one. It says Switch Made and Swatch AG 2021. Over here it is made of glass instead of plastic. The S looks like it is painted in the middle. It's very obvious, whereas it's not obvious at all on the original. It looks very fake, not to mention it's off-center, which is kind of annoying. The glass is so thick that it skews the edges, so you can't even see where it says Swiss made there, and it doesn't have the rest. The body is obviously made of metal. It's cold to the touch, which is fine. It's hefty. It feels heavy. I'll weigh them for you in a second. The little planet sticker on top looks all right. The etching in the back is obviously very deep. It's darker. I don't know if there's color contaminants inside the lettering, but on the original you have to kind of look to see it. I've been wearing it often, so it's a little scratched up, but you can see how it shows wear. It's metal here. The buttons, when you push them, don't click like the original does. It actually has a click and a feel to it. It feels a lot more substantial. These, when you push them, there's no click, there's no feel. So it's like pushing on a mushy switch. It does actuate. Seems to do everything. Accurate timekeeping, time will see, pun intended. The buttons on the edge, looks like the dial is discolored on the fake one. See how different the color it is compared to the case, not on the original. The logo on the end really looks like crap on the fake one, quite honestly. You can see when you get to looking at the case, you can see the imperfections in the powder coating, maybe it is. Let's weigh them. I'm gonna weigh them in grams. The genuine comes in at 23.1 grams. The fake metal one comes in at a whopping 59.26, so more than double the weight. Give you a chance just to compare the two watches. The bezel looks pretty good. Looks like a defect up here. The 11 o'clock hour. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Looks kind of cruddy. Yeah, it should be a 6. The subdials are recessed properly, so that's nice that they're not flat with the dial. That looks good. The logo is not bad. Where it says Speedmaster is pretty close. The MoonSwatch logo on the right, pretty close. The numbering on the dial, not bad, really. Still not a bad looking watch. I hate that S in the middle though. That looks pretty corny. If it's on the edge, I might just see if I can't etch that off, or if this glass will come off, maybe I can scrape it off, assuming it's painted on the inside of the glass. We'll see. We'll see. So I know you're gonna ask me, is this cheap Chinese metal watch worth 60 bucks? If milk can spoil in a refrigerator, why doesn't it spoil inside a cow's? Which armrest is yours at the movie theater? Why the hell did Cinderella's shoe fall off if it fits so perfectly? What's another word for synonym? If you were given a different name at birth, would you be a different person? Like if your parents named you Braden, would you automatically be a little more basic than you are? Why does the non-stick coating stick to the pan? In the end, things are worth what somebody is willing to pay for them. I have watches worth many times what this fake version of a cheap watch costs. If my expensive watches hold 90% of their value, that would still be a worse return than the $20 I could probably resell this fake moon watch for down the road. Will I wear it? Yeah, probably. I won't even care about scratching, breaking, or losing it. There's some value in that. Hopefully it'll keep good time. If not, it'll go in a drawer, or I'll give it away at Halloween or something. Do I feel bad about buying a counterfeit watch? No. It's not taking any money out of Swatch Group's pocket. They can't make these things fast enough to keep up with demand, and I'll still buy the genuine